Hi, I'm Cristy, and this is Journey to TEDx Wilmington. It is an all-day event that we do in Wilmington, Delaware. 24 speakers have hit the stage today, or are hitting the stage, I should say. We're about halfway through, and Morry just got off the stage. Morry, how was it?
It was exhilarating. I loved it. Yes, I think I had the audience in this hand. Okay. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Did at least one person clap?
At least one person, okay. But it wasn't my wife. It was some stranger that I don't know.
Bonus.
No, I'm kidding.
Bonus.
I'm sure they will.
No, I'm sure you had the whole theater in the palm of your hand, because seriously, I heard, and I did see, obviously I didn't see the talk. I will have to wait to see that video like everybody else. But Morry had props. Yes. There were balloons everywhere. As I came in and I was getting ready, I just saw like a helium tank and balloons, like piles and piles.
I'm going to have a big party.
I know. I was like, wow, this is exciting. So what happened with the balloons?
Well, the topic of my speech was why some people can fly. And I know that's a strange thing to say, but in reality, we don't have to be grounded. We can move to different levels in our life. Mm-hmm. There's things that prevent us from moving those levels, but many of those things are perceived fears.
Right.
So what I did is I made up 7 balloons, fear balloons, and I talked about those fears and how we perceive them.
Sorry, apologies.
And how we perceive them as being good or bad in our life. Mm-hmm. And in most cases, those fears stop us or prevent us from moving to the next level.
That's awesome.
Now,
I want to say that interruption was Morry stole the clicker.
I stole the clicker. I didn't even need the clicker. It was handed to me and I put it in my pocket.
He put it in his pocket. He stole the clicker. For like 20 minutes they've been trying to find the clicker. And Morry, who did not need it.
I'm so sorry. But somebody handed it to me. I didn't know what to do with it.
Just put it in your pocket.
But what I did is
Give him a balloon.
I took balloons, and I took red balloons, and I wrote 7 fears on these balloons.
I love that.
And I started talking about these fears, and I said, we don't have to pay attention to these fears. And I popped them, one after the other, saying that every fear you have in your life doesn't have to be there. It's perceived. It's in your brain. We don't have to live with fear. We can understand fear, but we can remove fear. And when you remove fear, you're now at a level where you can perceive to the next level in your life. So then I made balloons of what you have to do to move up to different levels. And these balloons show how you should be surrounded by mentors, how you should stop procrastinating, how you should believe in yourself. I can go on and on, but you get the message. So I used the balloons to basically show that you can fly as high as those success balloons. Mm-hmm. You just have to do it.
Right. Why let the fear of balloons fly? Let the success balloons fly.
So that's what my balloons were all about. And some of them didn't work, but that's okay. In life, some things don't work either.
Some things don't work. That's true. And I don't even understand how they didn't work.
Well, because some of them got tangled. I wanted the success balloons to fly higher, but that's okay.
Okay, all right.
But they were there, and we talked about them. And
did you pop a balloon and suck it in the helium and finish out your speech that way?
Originally, when I told my wife that I was using balloons, she asked me what was I doing, what was I using them for, and I said because I was going to inhale the helium and talk with a high voice. She's been worried for 2 months since I bought the helium tank home that she goes, "Are you?" But I think she's relaxed now. She was also worried because she knows that I can talk, forever. I'm a writer, and we can write forever. All right? So she's saying, how are you going to possibly talk for 15 minutes?
Yeah, how are you going to narrow that down?
And she said, you don't seem to be practicing. What she didn't know is I had practiced this speech over 1,000 times in my mind. Mm-hmm. I had timed it. I had done all these things. I just never did it out loud to her. So she was getting very nervous as the days were getting closer.
Funny. Oh, that's so funny. I love that. And your wife, she makes me laugh because she does. If she's nervous for him, she'll be vocal about it.
She the whole time she goes, "Really? You're not going to say your speech to me?" I said, "No. I want you to hear it like everybody else. If it's going to bomb, it'll bomb, but I don't think so." But let's see. So she was more worried about how you're going to stop at 15 minutes, and I was happy to know that I think I stopped at 14 minutes, so it worked.
Yes.
The balloons and all, but
Nice.
but the fact of the matter is, you have to have fun.
That's what
You
it's all
know,
about.
our lives, we can just live our lives in a box and just be moderately happy, or we could decide we want to do something better. And people look at me and say, boy, you strange because you shoot for the moon, you shoot for the universe. The fact of the matter is, why not?
Right.
I have no fears.
It's beautiful.
So
It is. It's beautiful. So I have to ask, what did your wife think?
I don't know, I haven't talked to her yet.
Yeah. Oh,
I came
talks
right
to
up
me
here.
first,
I talked
see?
to you first.
that's great.
So
I
she'll
love
watch
that.
this and go, "Yeah, sure, you go talk to T and you don't talk
Well,
to me."
that was the rules. They had to go straight from the stage to talk to me. So,
But you know, I've known you for a while, and I have to tell you that we all are very capable of flying. We all have the potential. We just have to do it.
yes.
And I know you're doing it, and I see so many people doing it, and it's just wonderful to be up there flying with all of you.
Yeah, well, thank you, Morry. It's awesome to be flying with this guy. You got so much success coming up. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. I want you to have the opportunity, to share your links with people. Did you talk about any of those successes on stage? or-
I don't pat myself on the back too much. You know,
Okay.
people already know. They think I'm crazy as it is, and as I talk more, they think I'm crazier.
Right.
But you know,
Well, he is a best-selling author, so
I'm a
I can
best-selling
throw that
author.
in
My
there.
first book became a bestseller within 3 hours. The second book, a bestseller immediately. My third book, a movie is being made from it. I'm
Yep.
the producer of the movie. The fourth book was the topic of what I discussed tonight. I just turned in my fifth book. So I'm a little busy.
You're
But,
a little busy.
But it's okay.
But you make time for your friends, and I appreciate
I
that
love
so
what
much.
I do. You see,
Right.
this is not work for me. This is all coming from my heart. And when you work from your heart, it's not work.
I agree.
You know, when you learn to fly, you're free. So I can do all these things because I just put the fears aside and say, what's the worst that could happen? It's not failing. Well, if you try something and it doesn't work, it was a learning experience.
That's true.
So don't think of it as failure. Just keep on trying.
It's a setup. It's a setup for the next time.
You have to say in your mind, I am worth it. You are worth it.
I'm worth it.
You're worth it.
You're worth it.
Everybody's worth it.
You're worth it.
You have the potential. Go up and fly.
That's right. Oh, Morry, that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah. So you got a good response from the audience. Did people jump?
Well,
When you
there was a
popped-
lot of cheering.
When you started popping balloons, were people like, "Oh my god"?
They were a little shocked because I don't think they were expecting somebody to be on stage popping balloons. And I was hoping I wasn't going to inhale much of the helium and start
Right.
talking in a higher voice. But it was a shock for the first balloon. They were like, what did he just do?
Did they have to pause the rest of the talks to have a cleanup crew?
I don't
or-
know. I
or
left
are
to come
they-
up here, and I'm like, I'm sorry, and I took their clicker. So I apologize. Whoever was speaking next that needed the clicker, it was in my pocket.
You're a hoodlum, Morry.
Yeah, I'm a
You're a
hoodlum.
hoodlum.
I just put it in my pocket and forgot about it. So,
Oh my gosh.
but anyhow, we had a lot of fun. TEDx Wilmington is incredible. The people, the speakers that I've listened before me, and unfortunately I won't hear maybe one speaker after me, but the speakers I've listened to, it's just incredible. I have to tell everybody that this TEDx Wilmington is probably the best thing that I've ever done in my life.
Thank you.
And so thank you, all the people involved. This is just wonderful, and I'm hoping we can do this again and again and
Yeah.
again.
So if you're asked to come back, because did you do one last year?
No, last year I was asked, but I couldn't make it.
Okay, so
And
you
then I was so
finished before?
disappointed that I said, listen, I have to do it this year. And I already put my word in that I'd like to do it next year, but I guess it depends on how many
You get
how many
selected.
views I
Right.
get.
Right.
So everybody out there, give us a lot of views if you want to see me.
He's like, give me a thumbs up. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, well, do me a favor. Share your links. I want people to be able to go read your books and keep up with you.
My first book is called The Chase by M. David. That's the pen name that I use. My second book is The Ghost of Shepherd's Inn. That's a pen name by M. David. My third book, Cosmo, we're releasing right before the movie.
Okay.
Cosmo is basically a modern-day version of E.T.
I love
where
it.
I put E.T. in the Golden Retriever puppy. So it's just an interesting...
It's so
interesting
cute.
thing.
I mean, I love the story. I do.
All of a sudden, I'm a movie producer. Go figure.
I love it.
The fourth book, that'll be out probably in about 9 months. That's Why Some People Can Fly. And my latest book is so bizarre that I don't even know if I should talk about it.
All right. We'll talk about that next
We'll
year.
talk about it next year when it comes out. And you can find me on LinkedIn under Morry David. You can find me, Morry David, best-selling author on Facebook. You can email me if you want, morrydavid@yahoo.com, morrydave, D-A-V, @yahoo.com.
Okay.
And hey, listen, I love my audience. I love people. So if anybody needs help with something, give me a shout and I'll help you out.
I love that. Oh, he's so wonderful. Thank you, Morry, for
Thank
being
you.
here. Mwah. All right, this has been Journey to Wilmington, or TEDx Wilmington. I keep doing that. See, you feed me, and my brain goes, huh? No, but the Journey to TEDx Wilmington, and we still have more speakers coming up. So stay tuned. Morry, thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
Bye-bye now.